Hi everyone, so this video review is for Hope for Spring by S.E. Smith. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that, so if you're on YouTube there's a link in the description below, and if you're on my blog then there is a link within the post. And this is the video review. So Hope for Spring by S.E. Smith. This was very emotional and a very moving story. Alex is struggling with life and finds herself searching the streets of California for her friend Bob. Unfortunately, whilst doing this, she gets a little bit lost in the world and ends up experiencing so much in between as a result. It was impossible not to be completely moved by Alex's story. Exploring mental health and illness so intimately with Alex, S.E. Smith has delivered a very, very powerful story that raises such awareness for what anyone could find themselves going through for any number of reasons. You can't say this will never affect me. You have no idea what awaits you in your future that could have a very traumatic effect on you, and you just find yourself in a similar or just in Alex's emotional position. So there was a lot in this story, and even though it deals with very sensitive and personal issues, they've all been explored with complete necessity to the story and care for anyone who may have had a similar experience. So they're all handled uber sensitively. Alex really does get around. She's moving around a lot in this story. She's having more of an adventure than I think she meant to, and then struggling even more as a result, because she's just getting lost within herself, getting lost further and further every time. Although there are dark moments in this story, it really is filled with such hope and a real sense of wonder as well. There are little bits of light shining through the darkness, and the way it is being told really gives the opportunity for the reader to put themselves in Alex's position. You're right there with her, you're right there alongside her, and know exactly what she is going through in each and every moment. I really felt for Alex. It made me very emotional, and I was glad along the way that she did meet some people that she could rely on and trust, but not everyone, which is very true of life. You can't rely on and trust everyone, but you have to try. But for most parts, I really worried for her. I really hoped she was going to find her way back to a supportive and safe environment, because the longer she stayed away from anything like that, the more at risk she was, physically, mentally, everything. And it can be very scary, and that is really portrayed well in this story. It was lovely to get to know Alex so intimately and join her on this emotional adventure. And I really hope that if you do read this, because I can't recommend it enough, it is a really, really emotionally connecting story. I can't recommend it enough, and I really do hope that if you do read it, that you can identify or understand or sympathise, empathise, whatever it is, with Alex and how she's come to be in this position, and how she's going through everything that's happening to her, because it's very easy to get that from Alex. You're getting so much from the character that you can't, it's impossible not to understand something, find something relatable or anything, even if you've never found yourself in this exact situation. So I really enjoyed the story, and I hope you will too. It's an excellent read that I can't recommend enough. I'll pop a link in the description so you can go and grab a copy of Hope for Spring by S.E. Smith, which I hope you will. If you've read Hope for Spring, I would love to know what you thought of it, so please do share your thoughts and let us know. If you haven't read it yet but you're planning to read it, it's on your to be read list, but you're now super intrigued and thinking, yes, I'd like to read that story and find out about Alex, then please do let us know, because it's always great to find out what you're interested in reading. And if you do read it, I hope you have an emotional adventure, but I hope you get some sense of hope and enjoyment out of it as well. Bye!